So we all know what happened with Sesame Place. You know, I guess what's supposed to be the second most happiest place in the world behind Disney World and Disneyland and Legoland and anything else and Chuck E. Cheese and all of that. But is it really the happiest place? Because something happened at Sesame Place up in Philadelphia. And it ain't looking too good for the people over at Sesame Street. Well, Sesame Place, I should say. So I have a couple of videos that I'm going to play for y'all. And the thing is, the only reason I'm not going into a whole explanation and a diatribe about it is because by now everybody, I feel like the whole world knows about this situation right now. But we're going to go through it. We're going to go over it. Mitchell Harvey says, is YouTube that bad that they're No, I'm choosing to put the live streams on the thing. I could easily leave these up because I've left live streams up in the past. Like, as a matter of fact, I don't think any time in the past when I've gotten a community guideline strike, none of them ever was because of the live streams. I'm choosing to put them up on the Patreon after they're done. I'm choosing that to do so. But here's one video right here. Now, this isn't the video that caused it to go viral. This is just one of the videos because many more videos came out after it. But I'll let you know which one it was. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Now, pay attention to these two children right here, these black children right here. Rosita, that's the name of the character, went over and hugged the little white girl who was standing beside the little black girl. And notice what happens. Walk right past her. No hug. Can't say that they didn't see them. Can't say that they didn't see him. Melanated Queen and Zinga said, we saw the story in Canada. See, they all the way in Canada, and this happened in Philly, in the States. Like I said, it's global. I said social media and the internet is exposing a lot of people. Because imagine if this was like 20 years ago. Like if this was 2002, we probably would have never seen this. Trill Face said, I saw about 8 videos. I don't think I have 8 videos, but I definitely have more than one. This is just one. So I'm going to go back again. So look at it right here. And you saw the head move down and look down at the girl. Went and gave her a hug. And walked right past them. Okay, that's one video right there. Now here's another one right here. Nikki, I just got your message on Instagram. Post the Cash App one. Post the Cash App one. So this is another video. This one's a little bit shorter. Now, as you can see, they're still at Sesame Place. Same character. And here's a little black girl right here. Look at that. Y'all saw that, right? The little girl ran up to give the Rosita character a hug. She had to go and try to stop the character to try to get her a hug. Ran up, tried to give a hug, and walked right past. And then you have the worker right here who is the walker who works with the characters when they, because some mascots need that person. Didn't even try to stop the Rosita character to say, hey, someone wants to give you a hug. Or can you hug them? They didn't even stop them. They just kept going. Let's keep it moving. Here's another one.
Yeah, he really bad. Oh, they want part of it? I thought it was part of it. That's why I didn't even focus on it. Hey!
Now look at that. The character high-fived the little white girl in the stroller.
Who said it's okay, Big Bird?
Now watch what happens when they see the little black boy. Walk right past. And some people say, oh, they did wave. That wasn't a wave. They was going to the beat of the music. Way different energy from here.
I thought it was part of it.
Now look at that. Came down the line, high five the kids on this side.
That's why I didn't even focus on it.
Wave, like literally, you can see the hand moving like a wave movement. Came down and high five the little girl in the stroller.
Who
and the
said
one
it's okay, Big Bird?
even bowed in front of the little white girl like she was royalty. And just kind of casually just moves to the beat past the little black boy. Let's keep it moving. Now, this is the video right here that went viral. This is the one that sparked the outrage. This one right here. Gave high fives to the little white kids. Even gave a high five. I didn't pick that up. Even gave a high five to this parent. Not a kid, but the parent. Kid. High five the parent. And just completely died. And look how they adjusted to the little black girls, like doing like one of these moves. And I think the thing that made people even more mad was this little girl's face. She looked so upset. She looked like she wanted to cry. I didn't pick up the adult at first until I just saw it right there. They high-fived the whole grown adult and literally just said nah to these little girls. Now I wanted to okay, here's another one right here. Like I told you, it's a lot of videos, and I know why they're doing this. It's because with these videos, they can now build a case. Because like I said, one video is like, it's one video. They can brush one video off. But if they have a lot of videos, then they can build a case up. So this is another video right here. Hold on, let me, because I missed it. Hold on. The little girl stuck her hand out. Now, this is a different character. The little girl stuck her hand out to get a high five, and he walked right past him. But yeah, the mother did look upset.
Get a hug, Mom.
Even look at that, bent down. Hold on. Doesn't have the little black girl, but goes over and bends down and acknowledges the little white girls, or I don't know what race they are. I don't know if they white, Latina, or whatever, but bent down and gave them a little rub on the head and everything.
Mom.
Look at that. And the mother acknowledged it. See, she said, you see how they just ignored us? Like the mother even looked at the camera and said, you see how they just ignored us? The mother knows. She knows.
Well, go stand over there and see what happens.
He said, go sit and see what happens. The mother's over. She ain't moving. The mother is pissed. The girl having a good time because the little girl doesn't know what's going on. She's a little girl, so she doesn't understand. But the mother knows. The look on her face and her tone tells it all. She like, I ain't going to the other side for what? If they ain't going to acknowledge me on this side, why am I going to go to the other side? They ain't going to acknowledge me over there. She said, I'm staying right here. And good for her. Now, here's another one right here. This one, this was Bert from Bert and Ernie. Now, they said this one slapped a girl. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I didn't catch it at first. It happened so fast. Watch it. Make sure y'all really pay attention. High five, slap. You see that, right? Did y'all see that? Let me wind it back a little bit more. Pay attention to his hand and her face. Pop, slap. Y'all saw that, right? Boop, right across the face. Everybody else got a high five. What does the black girl get? A slap. Like I said, they're building a case. They are building a case against Sesame Place right now. And right now, it looks like they have a very strong case. They have a lot of video evidence. Let's see if there's any more. Let's see if there's any more. Okay, I don't know if there's any more that I can find. Oh, here's right here. Here now, this one was just. Look at this. I don't know what character this is, but look at how he acts toward this little black girl right here.
I'm not certain what would possess somebody to push a child down like this, but this is completely unacceptable. I'm not certain.
Y'all saw that, right? Came over and literally pushed it. First off, it looks very pervish. That looks very perverted, might I add. And then ended up pushing the girl on the floor, on the ground. All of this is happening at the same location. This is all happening at the same location. Yes, Nikki, she said he used his crotch. It looks very perverted. And Nikki, I'm glad you're here, because let me give a shout out to Nikki the God, because I'm pulling this up on your page, and this was the quote unquote explanation that Sesame Place gave out. So shout out everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all give a shout out to Nikki the God, because this is how I found this explanation that I'm going to read, and it's probably going to make all of us vomit because I know it's a bunch of BS. Sesame Place, Philadelphia. Our brand, our park, and our employees stand for inclusivity and equality in all forms. I get tired of hearing that. Whenever I hear that from any entity, when something like this happens, I know it's a bunch of crap that's going to follow right behind it. That is what Sesame Place is all about, and we do not tolerate any behaviors in our parks that are contrary to that commitment. But they have so many video evidence of you doing it. It's, like I said, it's not a one-off thing. It's not like this just happened one time, and apparently it's not just with one character. It's just that it started off with the Rosita character, but now it is what? Bert from Bert and Ernie. I don't know who the other characters is, but it's not just one character, and it was not just a one-time thing. We also are and have always been committed to making sure every family and every child has the best possible experience at our parks, and we are incredibly disappointed when that does not happen. Regarding the incident yesterday, the costumes our performers wear sometimes make it difficult to see at lower levels, and sometimes our performers miss hug requests from guests. Again, this was not a one-time thing. See, the thing is, they put this statement out there when they only had that one video, but now other videos have come out behind it that this whole explanation that they've given is null and void. The performer portraying the Rosita character has confirmed that the no hand gesture seen several times in the video was not directed to any specific person. Rather, it was a response to multiple requests from someone in the crowd who asked Rosita to hold their child for a photo, which is not permitted. But I'm looking at the video, and not one time did anyone ask their child to be held. As a matter of fact, most of those kids were at an age where no one would go up and try to have the child be held anyway. A lot of these weren't even toddlers. The Rosita performer did not intentionally ignore the girls and is devastated about the misunderstanding. First off, Rosita is a character from Sesame Street. We're not mad at Rosita. They're mad at the person inside the Rosita costume. See how they're trying to do that wordplay? We know Rosita or any of those characters on Sesame Street are not real. They're Muppets. They're puppets. But whoever's inside of that costume is the one we have an issue with. We spoke to the family and extended our apologies, which I'm sure was half-assed, and invited them back for a special meet and greet opportunity. They can keep that with our characters. We apologize to these guests and for not delivering the experience that they expected, and we commit to do our best to earn their and all guests visit and support. In other words, they don't want a lawsuit and they don't want to lose revenue. Remember, it's the middle of summer right now. It's the middle of summer. It's hot. They know people are on vacation and they still want to bring money in. And this right here is a huge stain on their company and on their brand. Not just on Sesame Place as a park, but on Sesame Street as a brand. They know this. So as a marketing ploy, they have to put something out there to try to soothe the pain. But the good thing about it is, and I wish I had her statement, is the mother to those two girls came out in response to this and was basically saying, F y'all. Don't give me no apology. We don't want anything that it is that you're offering, and we're most likely not going to bring our business back here. I'm glad she's not on that forgive tip like some people would be. You disrespected this woman's children and then expect her to just be okay with that and give this apology, so-called, and think that it's going to be okay. This actually made it worse because now you are insulting the people's intelligence. But also what it's saying is that a lot of these entities who are so used to mistreating black people that way for so long are so used to black people forgiving them all the time that the minute that black people don't forgive them, then they're going to say we're being ungrateful. Notice the wordplay. Mitchell said the mom of the little girl and her niece are suing Sesame Place for the racist mistreatment of the children. Good, they should, and they also along with her, they need to gather all the other people that have videos as well and take them head on. Don't let this woman be a one-person army, because like I said, you have enough for a case. Nate Blast 90 said Brandon Fakem defended Sesame. Of course he did. He said and called the woman a. Of course he did. I'm not surprised. The minute I see his name pop up in something like this, I already know he's going to go the complete and opposite way of what what the narrative is. That's what he does. He still hasn't talked about Lance Stores either, or any of those other PC individuals who got into these altercations with cops. He ain't going to talk about it. But there is one person that I do want to thank so much for using their platform to speak out about this, and that is shit. Let me find a bigger picture of her. Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland is probably one of the only black celebs that spoke out about this whole situation head on initially. Like, she didn't wait to until it gained a lot of steam, but she literally spoke out about it. Granted, it had already gone viral by the time she said something, but she definitely was one of the only few that actually said something and addressed her disdain towards what happened, and it helped to propel the story even further. So definitely shout out to her. And I'm gonna actually pull something. Let me stop sharing right quick because Nikki actually just sent me the statement that the mother made, and I want to pull that up and read exactly what she said. Let me see if I can get this up. Okay, let me go back to sharing my screen. Okay, so here we have the statement that was made by the mother of the two girls in response to what Sesame Place put out. She says, I never asked for that character to take a picture. And as I am watching my video, I don't believe that family asked either. I wholeheartedly feel as though that statement was released to save face. It most definitely was. Also, a manager reached out to me earlier via phone convo. I responded via DM to confirm. Since the post went viral, no communication was had since then. At Sesame Place, instead of trying to save face, you should give a public apology to my girls. That statement was disrespectful and distasteful. Talk about adding insult to injury. I will repost this video every day until it is rectified. I really tried to handle this situation as calm as possible, but I am hurt. And that response just made it worse. And that's exactly what I said. That response added fuel to the fire. The character could have just waved to everyone or just kept walking. But to blatantly look at my kids and say, no, I'm not accepting that. Don't try to tell me he can't see lower levels. He looked at them and said, no. So embarrassing and hurtful. I will repost this video every day until the situation is handled. Signed, a hurt mom. That is the official statement that came from the mother of those two girls. Spitting Game said, wasn't we supposed to be mad at Kelly Rowland when she had the white? When did Kelly Rowland have a white boyfriend? Because she's married to a whole black man and has 2 black children. Missy Fact said you got to hit SeaWorld at the top. You do got a point there. I forgot. Sesame Place is owned by SeaWorld. For those of you who are unaware, SeaWorld owns Sesame Place. Yeah, thank you to the Talking and Grubbing. That's Michelle you're thinking about. Michelle Williams. That's the one who was married to the white boy. Kelly Rowland was always married to a black dude. You got your Destiny Child members mixed up. But yeah, shout out to this mother for not doing the whole typical I forgive and we'll take your little trinkets or whatever the case may be. Because the thing is, if this mother folded like that, it would have been like it's basically giving them a pass, and then this would have just went away. But no, you got to keep the fuel under the fire. And like someone said, SeaWorld owns Sesame Place. So if they can get to the big people, it's going to get even more interesting. It's going to get very interesting. And just I thought Michelle was just engaged. Yeah, she was, but I did listen. If y'all want to see that video, y'all have to go back and go back to the archives. I did a whole video about that situation. We ain't here to talk about Michelle Williams. We here to talk about this Sesame Place thing. You know what's so crazy? I remember my parents taking me to Sesame Place years ago when I was a kid. I don't even think I can remember. That's how long ago it was. Yeah, they would never get my services. Jamal Bay said that she didn't fold like those 2 black men at the Starbucks. Man, I forgot all about that until you said something. That was so 2 knuckleheads. I said, now y'all deserve whatever happened to y'all. $1, really? $1, a freaking dollar. But yeah, thank you, Nikki, again for sending me that. And hopefully, I'm sure there's going to be more and more updates that come from this. And I hope that there's more videos that get released from this. I bet you now them characters going to be on their best behavior. They're going to try their best to not rub people the wrong way. I'm guaranteeing that.